All right, guys, today we're looking at division with fractions again. We're going to start off with a fraction being divided by a whole number. Now, in fifth grade, we're always going to be working with a unit fraction being divided by a whole number. So remember, a unit fraction is any fraction with a 1 in the numerator, okay? So right now, we're going to take a look at doing 1/4 divided by 3. So what that means when we take a look at it, you start with 1/4. Okay, so that's fair enough. I can draw 1/4 fairly easily. All right, so here's my 1/4. Shade in the part that I have. All right, so there's 1/4. Now I'm going to take that 1/4 and I'm going to break it into 3 equal sized pieces. So clearly, if you're going to take something and break it into 3 pieces, the pieces are going to be smaller than what you started with. So I know if this is getting smaller that my fraction should be something smaller than 1/4. It's always nice going into a problem that you have a good idea of what's happening to the relative size of the term. This should be getting smaller. So when we take a look, 1/4 divided by 3. So I have my 1/4. I want to break it into 3 equal sized pieces. So I always break all the way across on the shape like that. So here was my 1/4. I've broken it into 1, 2, 3 equal sized pieces. Now, the biggest mistake people make at this point is they look at it and they go, all right, I see 3 pieces shaded, and there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 12 pieces altogether. So 3/12 is the answer. 3/12 is the same thing as 1/4. Remember, we're dividing it in 3, so you're only getting 1 out of these 3 pieces. So imagine if you have 1/4 divided by 3, you're looking at a situation where you're doing, hey, I've got 1/4 of a pound of candy. I'm sharing it between me and 2 friends. So how much would I get? Well, you would only get 1 out of the 3 pieces, okay? So when we look for our answer, 1/4 divided by 3, you're only getting 1 section of it. So you're getting 1, but you were right out of your first guess. It is now not a fourth, it's out of 12 full pieces. Okay, so 1/4 divided by 3 makes 1/12. Now you can always go back and double check to make sure that these are correct, because what you should be able to do to correct any of these is just re-add it or multiply, however you want to do it. But since it's only 3, it's easy enough to just add. So 1/12 3 times, okay? So if I had 1/12 3 times, that would make 3/12, which is the same thing as 1/4, which is what I started with. So if I take 1/12 3 times, it would make 1/4. So I know that this is the correct answer then. So that's one way you can go through and just check your work.